This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Sooners will kick it away to start. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's right on target. They stop him almost immediately. There and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the air, it's Leonard. Looking left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Irish send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Using his legs, it's Love. At the 20, he's got space. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're getting this guy lathered up. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires and picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty and it's a turnover.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Pulls it in. It's Alchuk. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
He wants to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here come the Irish back on offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Direct snap. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Then the short completion brings up 2nd down. To the air, it's Hawkins. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to move it through the air. He's going for a big play downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's going to pass. Back open in the middle.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Dropping back, it's Leonard. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Playing defensive back, to me, is one of the hardest things to do in all of sports. You've got to be able to run with a world-class athlete who knows where he's going. You have no idea. You can't interfere with him. You can't touch him or it's pass interference. That DB right there did an incredible job.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Feeling some heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to...
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fair catch called for and made. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Leonard. Pressure coming. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Got some room to run. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot. And these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. He finds his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Sooners are marching down the field. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. He wants it all. Touchdown Sooners! And that one will give them the lead.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. about to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They're going to ride this running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Collins. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast. Across the 25, he's got room. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. Discards a man. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, David.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. This time he's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Really nice Nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so at the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
I think they'll be aggressive here and try to win it in regulation. They'll go right back to him. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. The run to the left. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rides to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
All right, no secrets with this offense. We're going to keep running the football. Let that clock tick. Keep two hands on the football. And then where does my kicker like to kick it the most? You see some people like it from the right hash or the left hash. Some people like it in the middle. Run the clock. Get my kicker in the position he wants to be in. Try to kick the field goal with the least amount of time as possible.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for a crease to the left. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Nerves of steel right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot.